Hello everyone, we are here to do some sums on pension. So before starting our sums, we will require to know about some basic terms that are used for pension, and we will require to complete the sum. The first thing that we will require will be the date of the birth of official for which we are going to calculate the pension. So date of birth will generally be provided in the question itself. Secondly, we will require from date of birth we can ourselves calculate the date of retirement. So for us, that is we under civilian services, mostly the date of retirement is at the age of 60, or in some cases it is 58. Also, like for different services, it may be less than 58. Okay, so if the date of retirement is not given and it is mentioned that the person has retired on superannuation, that we will presume that he has retired at the age of 60, and we can ourselves calculate his date of retirement by adding 60 years to his date of birth. Okay. Otherwise, if the person has either died or retired on voluntary services, voluntary retirement, or has resigned, then such things will be provided to us in the question itself. Third most important thing is his date of joining. If the date of joining is directly given in the question, then it's okay. Otherwise, in question, for confusing us, they may give us period when the employee has worked as either casual labor or temporary service. So we may not require this period. We will require only the period when the official has been permanent. That is, he has worked under central government and was paid from the Consolidated Fund of India. Fourthly, we will require this total qualifying service. So qualifying service is under Rule 11 of CCS Pension Rules 2021. We also be required to count his total non-qualifying service. For this, let's know about which period is termed as qualifying service and which period will not be treated as qualifying service. So, qualifying service under Rule 11 is qualifying service of a government servant shall commence from the date he takes charge of the post to which he is appointed, either substantively or in an officiating or temporary capacity. For qualifying service, a government servant shall have been paid from Consolidated Fund of India. Okay, Consolidated Fund of India or states, whatever the case may be. The service of a government servant shall not qualify for pension unless his duties and pay are regulated by the government under conditions determined by the government. Okay. Then temporary government servant on deputation to state, on getting absorbed under this government, will be allowed to count the period of continuous temporary service under central government immediately preceding the service under this government. So he needs to join immediately. Okay. Now the services as apprentice shall not qualify for pension. Okay. If a period is given in the question as he was working as apprentice, so that period may not qualify for pension. Then military service rendered before civil employment will qualify for service. Okay. Counting of period spent on leave. All the leave period, leave means absence from duty which has been sanctioned or granted as leave by our head of the office. Okay, like EL, HPL, commuted leave, CCL, maternity, paternity, etc., which has been granted by the authority, will be termed as leave and will qualify for calculation of pension. Also, EXOL, extraordinary leave, granted on medical certificate, shall qualify under Rule 21 of CCS pension rules for qualifying service or counting of pension. Now, period spent on training. When a government servant undergoes training and after training, immediately before appointment, that is after training, he joins the government servant immediately. There is no like gap of 10 days, 15 days, or 1 month. Immediately after availing his joining time, he has joined in the government employment. Then that period of training will also qualify for his calculation of pension. Counting of periods on suspension. A period of suspension does not count towards qualifying service unless the authority competent declares so by Rule 23 of CCS pension rules. That is, if the period of suspension has been declared as duty, okay, then that period shall count for pension. Forfeiture of services on dismissal or removal entails forfeiture of past services by Rule 24 of CCS pension rules. If the past service of dismissal or before his dismissal or removal has been forfeited, then it will count as pension. That is, if during a disciplinary action he has been given Rule 14 and the person has been dismissed, in his order, in the final order, it has been given that all the past services he has spent on duty will be forfeited. Then that period will not count for pension. But if he has been reinstated, that is after completion of his after the authority has, after Rule 14, he has been removed from service, but he has appealed against his disciplinary case, and he has successfully come out of the appeal, and he has been ordered to revert back and join to duty. In such order, it will clearly mention that whether the past service, that is, he has spent on suspension, or when he was not in duty, or the period on which he was removed from service, period between he was removed and then he has appealed and his appeal has been granted, then such period of absence from duty shall be counted as qualifying service or not. It will be specifically given in the order. Only then that period will count for past services and will be counted for qualifying service. Forfeiture of services on resignation. If a person resigns from post, entails forfeiture of past service unless resignation has been submitted to take up another appointment with the proper permission. That is, only in case of technical resignation. Only in case where the employee has taken technical resignation. That is, he maybe have joined to some other services he have cleared. Now he is working as postal assistant in post office. He has to clear SSC or UPSC. Whether he has through proper channel applied to appear for exam and was granted. Only after that, if he has cleared the exam, he will apply for technical resignation, and then his head of the office will allow him to resign and join to the better services, that is UPSC or SSC. Only then it will be termed as technical resignation. Then, effect of interpretation in service. In the absence of specific indication to the contrary in service book, an interruption between two spells of civil service by a government servant shall be treated as automatically condoned by Rule 27 and 28 of CCS pension rules. Then, calculation of qualifying service. Gross service means the period of service from the date of continuous service followed by confirmation in the same or another post to the date of termination of service, quitting from service. So, any service or any provisional service given which is followed by proper confirmation, and the employee is then termed permanent employee. So, such provisional period followed by confirmation shall be treated as qualifying service. Now, following services shall be deducted as non-qualifying service. Boy service, services rendered before attaining the age of 18 years. We know that the minimum age for entry in any government exam is, in any government employment, is 18 years. So, if a person has been employed before the age of 18 years, actually nowadays such thing is not possible, but previously people were allowed to join, and actually people you don't know their exact age. Now recently it has been seen that many people come up with PAN card, Aadhaar card with date, with such date of birth, by which when we calculate his age on his date of joining, it is seen that during his date of joining he was like 17 years of age or 16 years of age. So the period he has spent on duty before 18 years shall not be treated as qualifying service, and that period will be counted as boy service. Okay. Services as apprentice will also not qualify for pension. Then overstay periods of suspension, other interruption declared non-qualifying service. Only overstay, that is overstay of joining period or period of suspension, where it has been mentioned that the period of suspension shall not be treated as duty. Only then, when it has been clearly given that shall not be treated as duty, only in such cases the period will be treated as non-qualifying service. And extraordinary leave taken otherwise than medical ground. So during strike, we know on strike we are having no work and no pay. So under FR 17(1), that period spent on strike is regularized as either EXOL or may be treated as does none. So such period of strike shall not be treated as for qualifying service. Okay. Now next we need pay fixation. In our question, we know our date of birth. We can calculate the date of retirement ourselves. We know the date of joining given in the question itself. From date of retirement and date of joining, we have calculated the qualifying service. Again, from question, the period which is treated as EXOL or is not qualified for service will be specifically given. We just need to know what are the points. So we have learned from the above the period which will not qualify for qualifying service. So we will now calculate the non-qualifying service, and then we will deduct the period of non-qualifying service from the total qualifying service. So we will have our gross qualifying service or final qualifying service. Okay, like 29 years, 6 months, 10 days. Okay, so like this, from dividing the date of joining minus date of retirement, we will have our total qualifying service. Now next, the pay will be given in the exam. Pay of the official retiring pay will be given in the question itself. So to confuse us, he may give us pay for like 2023 0107 2023 pay is given, and the official is retiring on like 31st October 2024. So we may need to fix the pay. We may need to do the pay fixation. Okay, so for that we will require pay matrix. So pay fixation falls under CCS RP rules. RP revised pay. Okay. So for example, we are having some questions so that we can easily know how to do the pay fixation so that we will reach the last final pay of the official and then we can do the pension sum. So for this we will require the pay matrix. So 1 second. So here we have the pay matrix. So first let's solve the questions. Once we complete all these 3 questions, we will easily understand how to fix the pay on promotion or for during our next DNI. DNI is date of next increment. Okay. So I have taken all the 3 questions from our handbook, which are very easy and will most probably clear all our doubts that how to fix the pay. So the question is, an official drawing a pay of 35,300 from 1/1/2021 in level 4 is promoted to a post in pay level 5 on 1/4/2021. Okay, so his pay on promotion will be fixed as follows. Pay from 1/1/2021. The pay on 1/1/2021 is given. Pay on 1/1/2021 is 55,300 in level 4. Now on 1/1/21 level 4 it is 35,300. We need to calculate. He has been promoted on 1/4/21 to pay level 5. So in level 4, let's go to pay matrix and see the level 4. In pay matrix level 4, let's find out the 35,300. So 35,300 is in level 4, comes under column 12. You can see now. So here is the 35,300. So just below 35,300 we are having 36,400. 36,400. So below 35,300 we have 36,400. So he has been promoted to level 5. Now let's search under level 5 for 36,400. So is 36,400 available in level 5? No. There is no 36,400. There is 37,000. Directly 37,000. Okay. So what we will be doing? We will level 4 से level 4 का 35,300 के नीचे we are having 36,400. We have given one jump in level 4. So now it is 36,400 in level 4. Now we will look for either similar to 36,400 or above 36,400. So in level 5, column number 13, we don't have 36,400, but we have 37,000. So here also from 35,300 in pay level 4, after adding one increment, we are having 36,400. because we don't have 36,400 at level 5, so the pay will be fixed at 37,000. Okay, so we have done the pay fixation. On promotion, with effect from 1/4/2021, the official's pay is fixed at 37,000. Okay, hope you are understanding. Let's solve one more question. So here, the official on 1/1/2021 in level 7 was drawing 60,400. Promoted to a post on level 8 on 1/5/2021. 1/5/2021 he was promoted. So first what we will do, we will give a jump from in level 7 from 60,400 to its let's find out what is below the 60,400. Okay, so let's go to level 7 pay matrix. Level 7 we are having 60,400 here. Here is 60,400. Okay, so below 60,400 we are having what? We are having 62,200. So let's look for 62,200 in level 8. So let's look level 8. In level 8, yes, we have 62,200, right? So his pay will be fixed at 62,200 only. See, pay from 1/1/2021 is 60,400. Pay in current level 7 after adding one increment, that is after giving one jump. Above 60,400 we have 62,200. Now pay on the date of promotion in level 8 to next higher as compared to 62,200. We have same 62,200. So his pay is fixed at 62,200. Okay. So let us do one more final sum. In this question, fixation of pay on promotion when the official opts for fixation from the date of next increment. That is, he has been promoted on 1/3/2021, but he wants his pay to be fixed from his date of next increment, TNI. So, as per question, official was drawing pay of 53,600 in level 7 from 1/7/2020. Promoted on 1/3/2021. So he was drawing a pay of 17 with effect from 1/7/2020. He was drawing a pay of 53,600. On 1/3/21 also he was drawing a pay of 53,600. So his pay on 1/3/2021 will be 53,600. When on 1/3/2021 he has been promoted, so the pay from the date of promotion till 36/2021. Let's go to pay matrix now. So let's go to level 7. Okay, so here we have level 7. Level 7, let's go to 53,600. 53,600. Yes, 53,600. After 53, above 53,600, we have 55,200. 55,200. No, 53,600. So he has been promoted to level 9. We will look for 53,600 in level 9. 53,000 in level 9, we have 53,100, then 54,700. Because we don't have 53,600 in level 9, his pay will be fixed at 54,700 for the period 1/3/2021 to his date of next increment, that is 1/7/2021. His pay was on 1/7/2020. His pay was 53600. So his next date of increment will be 1/7/2021. So in between he have been promoted on 1/3/2021. So from 1/3/2021 to 1/7/2021, he will be drawing 54,700 because we were not able to find 53,600 at level 9. Okay. On the date of 1/7/2021, he was already due for one increment, plus he is due for another increment for his promotion, which he has not drawn on the date of his promotion, that is 1/3/2021. Okay, so he is due for two promotion. So now at level 9, 54,700 will give him two promotion, will jump two step upward. So 56,300, then 58,000. So his pay will be fixed on 58,000. Okay, he'll be given two jump. One his due promotion and another for his due increment. So both the increments he'll be giving at one go. After that, there is a rule that uh, only increment one increment cannot be given after completion of before completion of 6 months. That is, when one increment was given, only 6 months after that another increment can be given. Okay, so in this case he has been given the increment on 1/7/2027, plus he has given the promotion on 1/7/2027. So 6 months to this 1/1/2022 will be the day of his next increment. Okay, I think it is clear. From the above sum, you can do the pay fixation. So let's go to our previous page of discussion. So here in the question, pay will be given. We just need to do the pay fixation. That is, we need to come back to the last pay he has drawn, because this pay we will require to need calculate our emoluments. We need to calculate our emoluments / average emoluments. Emoluments is the pay the official has drawn, the last pay the official has drawn. Okay, uh, so because we don't want our government servant to have any loss in calculation of pension, we need to know the best or the maximum amount of pay he has drawn in his last 10 months. Okay, so we need to calculate the average emoluments, which is the pay he has drawn in last 10 months. Average of pay he has drawn in last 10 months. So if we are calculating a sum with a person retired on 31/10/2024, we will find his average emoluments by taking his pay with effect from 1/7/2022 to 31/10/2024. That is 10 months, pay of 10 months divided by 10. Okay, we will sum of pay for 10 months divided by 10. Now, if the person has retired on 31/12/2024, similarly, we will require his pay from 1 March 2024 to 31 December 2024. So we will sum up his pay for the 10 months divided by 10. By this we get the average of his pay of last 10 months. Now if he has given one increment on 1/7/2024, so his pay will rise with effect from 1/7/2024. In this case, we will first calculate his pay from 1/3/2024 to 30/6/2024. So it is 4 months pay. We will sum up the 4 months pay. And then we will take the second spell, that is 1/7/2024 to 31/12/2024. We will make sum of the 6 months pay. Okay, if the pay is 100, so it will be 400. Again, if the pay is 150, 200, then it will be of 1200. So we will add these divided by 10. So we have 1600 divided by 10. It is 160. But now he is drawing a pay of 200, right? It is 200. So because 200 is more beneficial to him, we will consider 200 for all our pension calculation. Okay. So after calculating the average pay, we will look out for the maximum of pay. If average pay is more beneficial than average pay, or if last pay drawn is more beneficial, then we will count the last pay drawn for calculating our pension. Okay. So from this, if we have our last pay drawn as the maximum, like let's assume 40,400 was the last pay drawn and is even greater than the average pay, then his last pay drawn will be taken for counting his pension. So now we have his pay. Pension will be 50% of emoluments. In this case, 40,400 is our emolument. So 50% of 40,400 will be 20,200. So this will be our pension. That is 50% of emoluments. Now family pension. Family pension is what? Family pension is 30% of the emoluments. Just like pension was 50%, family pension is 30%. Okay. Now we have calculated pension and family pension. What is enhanced family pension? If a person has died, let's say about at the age of 63 years, so his family will get family pension. Family pension with effect from his date of death. So in this case, he will be eligible for enhanced family pension up to the age of 67 years. Or if the government servant had died before retirement, that is, he has died at the age of 51. So his family will be eligible for family pension and will be paid family pension for next 10 years. If he has died before retirement, it will be 10 years or up to the age of 67. Okay, family will be eligible for enhanced family pension. Enhanced family pension is drawn at the rate of 50% of emoluments. Okay, that is at the rate of pension. Enhanced family pension is nothing but amount of pension drawn by the pensioner before his death. So up to the maximum up to the age of 67, a family will be getting his family pension at enhanced rate. Or if the employee has died before attaining the age of 60 years, it is before his retirement, then maximum up to next 10 years the family will be eligible for drawing enhanced family pension, that is at the rate of 50%. That is the pension the government employee would have drawn. So we have completed our pension, family pension and enhanced family pension calculation. Now let's go to our DCRG. DCRG. Earlier it used to be DCRG written together. Now it is DC/RG. DC is TG or DRG. death gratuity, retirement gratuity. One second. So this is our CCS pension rules. We also need to write the rules, right? So emoluments that we have calculated is rule 31. We have calculated the qualifying service. Qualifying service is rule 11. Our emoluments is calculated under rule 31 of CCS pension rules. Then we have pension. Let's find out. So we have calculated our emoluments as per rule 31 of CCS pension rules. Pension falls under rule 44 of CCS pension rules. See. And family pension falls under rule 50 of CCS pension rule. Now we are talking about death gratuity and retirement gratuity. So death gratuity and retirement gratuity falls under rule 45. So what is death gratuity and what is retirement gratuity? When a person has retired at the age of 60, he is paid gratuity. That is, he is paid half the amount of every completed 6 monthly of qualifying service. We have calculated the qualifying service. So if the qualifying service is 10 years, then the 6 monthly will be 10 years divided by 2. Every year has 12 months now, so there will be 2 6 monthly in every year. So if he has worked for 10 years, it will be 26 monthly. So gratuity is half the emoluments for every completed 6 monthly period of qualifying service, subject to maximum of 33 of times of emoluments. That is maximum of 33 years or 66 6 monthly will be taken as for calculation of death gratuity, retirement gratuity. If a person has a length of qualifying service less than 1 year, then his rate for death gratuity will be 2 times of emoluments. If it is more than 1 year but less than 5 years, then it will be 6 times of emoluments. If the qualifying service is more than 5 years but less than 11 years, it will be 12 times of emoluments. If the period of service is more than 11 years but less than 20 years, it will be 20 times of emoluments. If it is more than 20 years, then it is if a employee has spent more than 20 years as government servant, then his gratuity will be half of the emoluments of every completed 6-monthly period of qualifying service, subject to a maximum of 33 times of emoluments. That is, from qualifying service, we just need to calculate the total half monthly, and then we will be completing the sum. The formula of gratuity is, we will require the basic pay plus DA into 1/4 into number of 6 monthly. Of qualifying service. Okay. So by this we can calculate his gratuity, his retirement gratuity. In case of death gratuity, it will be basic plus DA into 1/2 into number of 6 monthly of qualifying service. So with this formula we will be calculating his death gratuity. Now the last thing that will come is commutation. A government servant is allowed to commute 40% of pension. Always remember, it is 40% of pension, not the 40% of last paid run. Is 40% of a person may commute is 40% of pension, which will be deducted from his pension for the next 15 years. Okay. So if his pension is 20,200, his then 40% of 20,200 will be 8,080. So his commutation will be 8,080 into 12 into the commutation factor. Commutation factor for retirement at superannuation is 8.194. So this will be his total amount eligible for commutation. Okay, so this amount he will be eligible to commute. Now, since out of pension of rupees 20,200, rupees 8,080 he has committed, so this will be deducted from his present pension, and he will be drawing pension of only rupees 12,120 after 15 years. This amount which is being deducted will be again retained, and again after 15 years he will be drawing a pension of 20,200 with the full pension. So we have calculated the commutation, the pension, family pension, DCRG, and commutation. Okay. So in a question, only these things will be asked. What will be asked? We will be asked to calculate the pension, second family pension, enhanced family pension, death gratuity or retirement gratuity as the case may be, and then amount he is being able to commute. Only these 5 things will be asked, for which we will require to calculate. First we will require to do the pay fixation, then we will require to count the total qualifying service, and then we can easily do. So pension is 50% of last pay drawn, family pension is 30% of last pay drawn, enhanced family pension is the pension amount. Okay, the family pensioner drawing enhanced pension means family pensioner drawing the pension at the rate of the person would have drawn as but the retired person would have drawn. Then DCRG is equal to basic plus DA added by 1/4 into total maximum up to 66 6 monthlies. Okay, commutation is 40% of pension into 12 into commutation factor. Okay, so now let's go to one question. Let's solve one basic question. We will be solving 3 questions, from which most of the types of pension questions will be covered. So now first let's finish one basic easy question, sum on pension. Okay, so we have with us this question. Let's go to the question. First we need to find out what has been asked in the question. Calculate the one pension. Secondly, B, calculate the family pension. C, calculate the retirement gratuity. For Mr. X. So these are the few details of Mr. X given. The date of birth of Mr. X is given. So date of birth is 18/08/1970. State of entry in the service is given. It is 24/02/1994. Then it is given that he has been promoted to the cadre of SAS. So since there is no period in between, which is like since there is no period which is like no confirmation, nothing regarding confirmation is given. So his promotion in the category of SS and his promotion in the category of telecom accounts is not important to us. Okay. Then it is given this he was drawing a pay at 93,800 in pay 11 with effect from 1/7/2021 with date of increment on 1/7/2022. Then it has been given that he has proceeded on foreign service on 1/8/2020 years 21 for 2 years at pay level 12 and opted to draw pay in that level. He opted to be absorbed in the foreign service permanently. So this will be important for us. Permanently absorbed with effect from 1/8/2023. So because he has left this department and has been permanently absorbed in foreign service, so his date of retirement in this department will be 31/07/2023, because with effect from 1/8/2023 he has left this department. Okay, so his date of retirement in this department will be 31/7/2023. Now we have got his date of birth and his date of retirement, his date of entry. So we will first calculate his total qualifying service. Okay. So gross qualifying service as per rule. What was the rule? It was rule 11 of CCS pension rules 2021. Gross qualifying service will be, we will write the date of retirement first, then his date of entry. 1994-02-24 it is. Then we will calculate this total period. So it is 11, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 7, 2. Okay. It will be 5 months. Now it will be 9. It will be 29/05/07. So his total qualifying service will be 29 years, 5 months and 7 days. Because we are calculating on the 31/7/2023, so 1 day needs to be added. This is his total qualifying service. 29 years, 5 months, 7 days. This is total qualifying service. Now let's find out his non-qualifying service. So regarding non-qualifying service, in question itself, it is given that his non-qualifying service during the entire service was for a spell of EXOL. Non-qualifying service will be EXOL without MC for 20 days. So because there is no mention of date and directly total days has been given, so here we will directly deduct 20 days. So we will directly be deducting this total non-qualifying service, that is 20 days from the total of qualifying service. So here we have 7 days. Now we need to deduct 20 days. What we will do? So from here, from 5 months, we will take 1 month to we'll convert 1 month into days. So now here will be 4 months. Okay. For all the pension questions, we will take 30 days, total 30 days as one complete month. Okay. So we will transfer 1 month to days. So we will add total 30 days to 30 days here. So now it will be 37 days. So we will deduct 37 days, 7 days from 37 days. So we are having 37 days here. So now we will deduct 20 days from 37 days. So we are left with 17 days. We have taken 1 month from here. So now we are left with 4 months. 29 years, 4 months, 17 days. So after deducting the total non-qualifying service, we are left with cross qualifying service as 29 years, 4 months, and 17 days. Again, now we are given with the pay. So he was drawing a pay of 93,800 at level 11 with effect from 1/7/2021. He has retired on 31/7/2023. So we need to fix his pay. We need to fix his pay from level 11 to level 12. Okay. Okay, sorry. Here I have done one mistake. I have missed that this is a month of February. So there must be 29 days. Okay, since it is 94, a leap year, there must be 9 days. So I have taken 7, I would have taken 5 here. So this will be 15 days. 15 days. Now we need to calculate we need to do the pay fixation. Pay fixation as per CCS regulation of pay. So it has been given that he has drawn on 01/07/2021. He was drawing a pay at level 11, 93,800. Now he was absorbed in foreign service on 1/8/2023 at level 12. So now we need to fix his pay. His pay at normal, that is his regular service, and here pay for his foreign service. So at 1/7/2021 he was drawing 93,800. It is given in the question itself. He was absorbed in foreign service with effect from 1/8/2021. So here, with effect from 1/8/2021, he would have drawn 93,800. But because he was in foreign service, he would have been given one increment. So in foreign service, his pay would have been 94,100. His next increment is due on 1/7/2022. So on 1/7/2022, his pay in regular service would have been 96,600. But because he is in foreign service, his pay will be 96,900. At 1/7/2023, we will require up to 31/7/2023 now. So 1/7/2023, his pay will be fixed at 99,500. Sorry, here we have done one mistake. From 1 August 2021, he would have been, due to his foreign service, he would have been given one upgradation in pay. So he would have drawn here 96,000. 94,000 is equivalent to 93,800 now. So he will be given one promotion here, 96,900. Here he would have drawn 96,600, but here he would have drawn 99,800. Would have done 99,500. Here he will be doing 800. Since he has went on foreign service, this period will not be considered for calculation. This is our last pay. Okay. So now from this we need to calculate his average emoluments. This is pension rules 2021. So for average emoluments, what we need is his pay for last 10 months. So here his 10 months will be from he has moved out in foreign service with effect from 1/8/2023. So from 31/7/2023, let's move backward to 01/01/23. It is 7 months. Then 31 12 2022 to 01 10 2022, 3 months.